In today's world, we are increasingly dependent on technology. Our business and personal lives rely on it, but as you've probably noticed, it's unreliable. Our computers are slow, so we end up squinting at smartphones and tablets. The jokers we pay to fix our stuff have no clue what they're doing. We live in constant fear that something's going to happen to our personal data. So we're scared into paying for fake protection that proves useless when disaster strikes. Update attacks, fake Wi-Fi, cloud control, intelligent, successful people feel intimidated by the chaos and think it's somehow their fault. If they only knew what the industry was doing to them, they'd get torches and pitchforks. If only we had someone to explain it all in plain English so we can start protecting ourselves. Oh wait, we do! It's the Computer Exorcist Podcast with your host, Marc Anthony Arena.
From my laptop microphone at my dining room table, overlooking the can of worms in downtown Rochester, New York, this is the Computer Exorcist Podcast. My name is Marc Anthony Arena. I'm so glad you have joined me today. We've got another Torment a Scammer episode for you, and it's a very special one, but I want to do a couple of announcements really quick here. I want to shout out to the conference I attended in Chicago last week. It was absolutely phenomenal. I learned so much. These light bulbs were going off in my head of different ways I could streamline my website. I just created a webinar waiting list. I have one waiting list for consumers who want to listen to my consumer webinar, and another one for aspiring technicians who want to learn how to do what I do. And another announcement is, a couple days ago, I was on Reddit. I'm usually on the Sweaty Startup subreddit. It's a forum for people who want to do something different with their lives. I've probably mentioned this in the past, right? So a lot of people say, oh, hey, I want to become a power washer or do dog walking or whatever, some kind of a side gig. So I always suggest, hey, why don't you reset passwords for seniors? Or, hey, why don't you install real routers and rip out those fake rental routers that torment all of us? And it usually gets people going, and then light bulbs go off in their heads. And over the past few days, I've had at least 50 responses from people saying, wow, that's a great idea. Can you help me out? And I said, sure, I would love to get people up and running. As you all know, I've been tossing and turning for the past 15 years, feeling like I'm the only guy on the good side. So I am overjoyed to pass that baton, to pay it forward, and to watch them thrive with it, and to watch them make a good living by actually helping people instead of sitting in a cubicle. So welcome to any of you new people who've heard me on those radio shows that I did a couple weeks ago, and those who met me on Reddit and so on. The other thing I want to mention, as you might know, last week I was in Dr. Mike's basement. I was on my way toward that conference in Chicago. So on the way back, I met up with Mike again, and we did an episode of his show, Flyover Plates, at a Waffle House. It was just awesome. We had a blast. The staff was so tickled to have us there that they gave us free raisin toast with apple butter after our meals. So definitely check out that episode. If for some reason you like me, then definitely check out the Flyover Plates podcast. All right, so tonight we have the sequel to the Norton guy where I called up and it was a scary email that was trying to sell me Norton or McAfee or whatever. They're set up, right? They send you the scary email with a scary charge on it, and they are set up in the hopes that you are going to say, I want a refund, right? But a lot of times I'll call them up and I'll say, all right, I'll defer to you. So do I need the Norton? Do I need the McAfee? Does it protect me? And a lot of times they'll say, oh, sure, it protects you. But this one guy today said, yeah, you don't need it. You should get rid of it. So I said, yeah, I could always erase my computer and install Mint so that I'd never have a problem again. And I kind of betrayed my knowledge there, but he didn't notice that. It flew over his head. So I said, "You're telling me I don't even need this?" He was just trying to get me to give him a credit card number. Then later on he says, "Do you have Microsoft Edge?" And I said, "What? Microsoft H?" So that was cool. Then there's another scammer sitting right behind him scamming someone else, and I could hear the guy clearly, so I start responding to that guy's questions. And then my guy says, "No, wait, no, not that." And I said, "Oh, well, I just heard somebody. Is there someone in my computer?" So I had a test computer there, and I let him break into it. And he said, "I'm going to put AI software in your computer. It's AI software, and it's going to scan your computer." And apparently that's how you give someone a refund, right? The dude is just so full of it. And he said, "Well, aren't you checking your email?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." And he knew I wasn't. He was he was looking at everything. So I caught him there, and he hung up. He got scared, and that was that. The final segment here, I am very proud to announce a new character on the show. I have a high school buddy who listens to the show, and I gave him one of the phone numbers, and I said, "Go ahead, have at it." So he called one of the scammers, and he just has this brilliant voice, and he torments the guy, and he's just way better than I am at it. It's really, I gotta say. So he starts spelling out his name, and he comes up with crazier and crazier and crazier spellings of his name, and the guy just follows along. And he says, "My name is Karl, and it's with a K. And it's KAJXRL." And the guy just eats it up. He just does whatever he says and writes it down. It's just fantastic. I played it for some of my friends and clients, and they loved it, so I hope you do too. And if you want to join the good fight, if you want to become an exorcist, go to becomeanexorcist.com. A lot of the training is free. I just want to get you up and running. And if you want help with more advanced problem solving, then you can hire me for that. So thanks so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next week. And roll tape.
Thank you for calling support. How may I help you?
Hello, I got a message. Is this Norton?
Yes. How may I help you?
Alright, I got a message on my computer. It just came up, and it said McAfee, and I gotta pay you some money, and something about, I'll look it up here. It said something about renewing my McAfee. Can you do that for me?
Okay, so you want to renew it or you want to cancel it?
Well, can you... It says something about protecting me against viruses and scam calls. Should I keep it?
Yes, that is correct.
What does it do?
Yes, the McAfee, it is an antivirus that will protect your computer from not getting any kind of viruses.
It'll protect my computer from not getting any viruses.
Yes, it will not allow any kind of scam or any kind of unwanted websites to open. So it is basically a kind of protection.
Kind of protection. So it doesn't allow scams. How? That's really. I suppose I should do that. What does it do?
All right. So I'll just send you the details. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Can you get into my computer, and how do you get into my computer to install it? How do you install it in my computer? Hello, Tyler. I just got a message on my screen. It says something about McAfee wants to renew. Are you the company I'm supposed to talk to about this?
Okay. And do you see any invoice number or order ID over there?
Yeah, it says invoice 98349472775 McAfee invoice. And it was in my AOL.
Okay. Just give me a moment. Let me check, okay?
Alright.
Please open. इसको अच्छा था. कितने टाइम से चल रही है? सब तो ऐसे ही सिगरेट पीने स्टार्ट कर दी. कोई आवाज. जब सब से ज़्यादा ही होगा. आपकी आवाज़ है यार लगा तेरा. इनकी आवाज़ तो कोई मेरा. Okay, so as I can see, sir, that you are having some McAfee service on your computer. Okay, okay? And the McAfee services got auto-renewed on your device. That is the reason you received this charge.
Oh, no.
You want to continue with the McAfee service or you want to cancel the services?
I suppose I should cancel because that's a lot of money. I mean, I could go buy a Mint computer and then I would just be bulletproof, so I wouldn't need any protection. I might as well save my $699.91.
Okay, you don't need any protection.
Oh, okay, so you're telling me you don't think I need it either?
Okay, so sir, in order to cancel the McAfee service, okay, as it is a premium service, sir, so what you need to do, you need to fill up a cancellation form, okay, and once the form will be filled, automatically the transaction will be cancelled and will be refunded, alright?
Alright, how do I do that?
Yeah, I will explain you, so could you please tell me, like, are you in front of your computer right now?
Yeah, I am. I turn it on right now. Should I turn it on?
Yeah, just turn on your computer. I'm going to guide you some simple steps how you can get the refund form. Okay. And once you get the form, just fill it up and it will be done. Alright?
Alright.
So once your computer is on, just let me know, sir, okay?
Alright, it's coming up now. It takes a long time. It's got, I don't know, it must have Norton and McAfee in there because it takes forever to turn on. Alright, let's go.
Okay.
So I'm going to my AOL, is that right?
No, don't go to the AOL, sir. Do you have Google Chrome on your computer? Google Chrome or the Microsoft Edge?
I don't know. I go to the Googles using this orange Fox. It's called Foxfire.
Do you have Firefox?
Yeah, I thought it was called Foxfire. It's something. Yeah,
You don't have Google Chrome, sir? Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge?
I don't use Google Chrome. I've never heard of that one.
Do you have Microsoft Edge on your computer?
Microsoft Edge. Well, I've got. Says Firefox is already running but not responding. The old Firefox process must be closed.
That is the reason I'm asking you to open up the Microsoft Edge, sir.
Microsoft 8. I have Windows 7. I don't have Microsoft 8.
Okay. Just do one thing, sir.
Okay.
I'm going to guide you the steps how you can get into the website, okay?
Alright.
Now give a look on your keyboard, okay? On your keyboard at the extreme left-hand side bottom corner of your keyboard,
Sure.
Do you see there is a key called CTRL, the control key? Do you see that?
Yeah.
What exactly happened? What email have you received?
What do you mean, what happened?
No, I'm saying that at the left-hand side bottom corner,
Somebody just said what exactly happened. Is there a scammer on our phone?
The control key.
Somebody just said what exactly happened. Did you hear that, or is it just me? Is there someone in my phone?
No. I believe that the other colleagues also are taking calls. So you got that sound.
Oh, okay. I heard a colleague saying that. I thought someone was in my phone.
I am sorry for that. I believe it's better right now.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell those colleagues to go off and take some lunch or go play cricket, huh?
Okay, now give a look on your keyboard, sir. Okay, on your keyboard at the extreme left-hand side bottom corner of your keyboard, do you see there is a key called CTRL, the control key? Do you see that?
CTIL. I see a CTRL.
Oh, yes. And next to that CTRL key, which key do you see?
Says FN.
Next to the CTRL key, which key do you see, sir?
Says FN.
FM. And next to the FN, do you see there is a 4-flag Windows key?
You want me to press it?
No, first tell me, do you see the 4-flag Windows key over there?
That's right. Should I press the CTIL or the which one?
Don't press the CTRL key. First listen to me, okay? You need to press the 4-flag Windows key. You can see the 4-flag Windows key over there.
Okay, I pressed it. It says getting started, Windows Media Center, Paint, Magnifier, Solitaire, System Information, Logitech Unifying Software.
Give a look on your keyboard. Next to the CTRL key, you can see the function key FN, and next to the FN key, you can see the 4 box, the 4-flag Windows key. Yeah, you need to press the 4-flag Windows key with your one finger, and with the help of another finger, press the letter R.
Alright.
R as in Romeo.
Windows
the Windows key with the letter R. Okay.
Romeo. Alright, now it says... Right, I pressed it, and then I typed Romeo, and it said no items will match your search for Romeo.
No. You need to press 2 keys, the Windows key with the letter R. The Windows key and the letter R. Press these two keys at the same time.
Windows R. Alright, it says programs, backup and restore.
Windows with the letter R.
Create a system disk, personalized handwriting recognition, control panel, recovery, speech recognition, remote app and desktop connections. So it's just showing things with the letter R in them. Which one do I pick?
Okay. By the Windows and need a bottom. On the left side, bottom corner, where the type in the search and search.
Was that you or your colleague?
Okay, sir, do you see type here search at the left hand side, bottom corner of your screen? You can see over there, there is an option which says type here to search.
Do I click shutdown?
No. No, don't give a click on shutdown, sir. Type here to search.
Do you want me to type another letter R?
And then type run. R-U-N. Run.
Alright, so it says search results. R-R-U-N-R-U-N. Search again in libraries, computer, custom, or internet.
Sir, what you have typed over there? You need to type over there R-U-N. Run.
Oh, well, I did. I typed R, and then R-U-N, and then R-U-N, because you told me all those times to type that. You want me to try it again?
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Correct. Now, just below that, you can see a panel. You can type something, correct?
It says open www.ultraviewer.net. Is that your website?
No, that's not my website.
Alright.
I told you to erase it.
Erase it?
Erase it, delete it.
Oh, delete it. Alright, I pressed delete.
Erase it.
Alright, now what do I do?
You type in over there www.zmrhelp.live, correct?
Oh, I put .com. Alright, I'll have to do it all over again. Alright, tell me that again. And then do I search for it or put it in the Google?
No, put it just right next to open where it was www.ultraviewer.net. You put it at the same place, okay?
Alright, it says Google results for zmrhelp.live, and it just says support and nothing else.
You know how do you use the internet on this computer? Which browser do you use? Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox?
There's a picture of a lady, and it says enter code.
Enter code, okay. I'm going to provide you the code. Just kindly hold the line, okay? Just give me a second.
Alright.
Please hold the line. Okay, write down the security code, okay? It's 322.
Yeah, a big green thing came up here. Wow. KVER218.top. And something came up.
Okay, you have already given a click on proceed now, correct?
Yeah.
Now look on the right hand side, top corner. Do you see anything which says supportline.exe?
I see one that says save to pocket. And then another one that says extensions. And then 3 lines that look like a hamburger. And then support client.
Okay, do you see supportline.exe?
That's right.
Yeah, give a double click on it.
Okay, I clicked once and it went away. Here we go.
What exactly it says?
It says, do you want to run this file? ConnectWise LLC.
Yes.
Applications. Open file security warning. While files from the internet can be useful, this file type can potentially harm your computer. Only run software from publishers you trust. What's the risk? Oh, that's nice. They're saying, hey, what's the risk?
All right.
That's like, oh, what's the big deal?
What's the risk? I'll tell you. We are removing the protection from your computer. That's the reason. It's giving you a security warning, okay? So give a click on I accept the risk.
Launching application. Alright.
Did you give a click on run?
Alright, let's see here.
So what exactly do you see? Okay, can you open that?
It says downloading something. Oh, I wonder what it's downloading.
Is it downloading?
Mm-hmm. You have successfully connected to your session. So are you in my computer?
No, I'm not in your computer, sir. the AI robotic server is connected to your computer right now, so that provide you a form directly onto your computer.
AI robotic service. I heard about AI in the newspaper. They said I should invest in it.
Okay, it's not basically an AI computer. It's basically an AI software which is running onto your computer.
Wow.
It will verify the applications which are running onto your computer, and it can give you the form. All right, it will provide you the form directly.
It says the application is now running. You should see it in your system tray.
No, I cannot see your computer, sir.
All right.
I want you to open up the Firefox once again.
Open the Firefox. All right. What do I do now? It just says Firefox, search with Google or enter address, Amazon sponsored, Expedia sponsored, ZMR help, or Apple. Make these moves if you have more than $1,000. The 8 best knee strengthening exercises for stronger, healthier knees.
Sure. I'll tell you, you'll receive a form, okay? What are you doing onto the computer? Just tell me what are you doing onto the computer.
It just says Firefox, and it's giving me all these news headlines. Is your AI robot supposed to do something now?
Yes, it will give you a form directly, okay? So kindly hold on.
All right, I'm holding.
How much is the amount? Can you just do one thing? Can you open up your email onto the computer, the email which you received from us? Can you please do that?
All right, let me get into my AOL again. It takes me a while to figure out how to get in. I got to remember my password.
Where are you checking that? Are you checking that onto the computer?
Yeah, I'm on my AOL.
Where are you checking?
I'm on my computer on AOL.
You're checking that onto your computer?
Can you see my computer? That's and he's in my fake computer right now. That's interesting. He just kicked himself out. But I just typed a threatening message to him in my little screen. I knew he could see me that whole time, and he said, well, how are you checking your email? Are you in AOL? And I said, well, yeah, I checked my AOL. He knew that I wasn't checking AOL on the fake computer because he could see me. He told me an AI robot was going to get the form. So I just typed some things into my screen now that I knew he could see about breaking in, reversing a connection to get into a scammer's machine, and that scared him off. Well, that was fun. That was interesting, huh, folks? All right.
Thank you for calling Apple Support. This is Bryce Dalton. How may I help you today?
Hi, my name is Karl Millechamp, and I received a text message stating that there was a charge of Apple Pay for $167.13, and I did not purchase anything, so I'm just calling this number because it was listed in the text also, and I'm hoping that you can help me to resolve this.
Let me check this out for you. What is your first and your last name along with your zip code?
Yes, it's Karl with a K. Millechamp. And the zip code is 00374.
00374, right?
That is correct.
And what's your last name, you said? It's Nelson, right? It's Nelton. Am I correct?
That's perfect.
And what's your zip code, you said? Can you spell it out for me?
00374.
72 or 74?
The first one.
72.
Yeah. Now, I had talked to my grandson. He helped me set this account up. And he said something about that.
Thank you for calling Apple Support. This is Alan. How can I assist you today?
Hi, Alan. This is Karl calling back. I was speaking with your associate, and I think we got disconnected. So I'm calling again.
Can you please help me with your first name and the last name, sir?
It's Karl Millechamp.
Do you know which person you speak? Do you have a name or any ID?
Who I was previously speaking to. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, sir.
His name was like Ben or John. I couldn't really hear him very well, but it's one of those names like that. I was telling him, and I was in the middle of explaining that my grandson helped me set up the Apple Pay account, and I use it mostly to buy bubblegum and playing cards because I do collect them quite frequently. And it is pretty nifty the way that it works. I don't understand it. So I'm thinking that maybe that's why I had the fraudulent transaction that your team sent me the notice about.
Okay, sir, I surely go and help you with this. Do you know what was the exact amount it is?
It was, according to the message, $167, which is normally more than I spend in a given day. So, seems like a lot.
So just give me a moment. I surely go and help you with this. Can you please spell for me your first name?
It's Karl with a K. K-A-J-R-X-L.
Is it K-A-J-R-X-L?
Yes, the J and the X are silent. My father is
K
Dutch.
as in car. Is it K as in kite, A as in alpha, J as in zebra,
You nailed it.
A as in alpha, R as in roger, X as in Xros. That's correct.
It's perfect. Yeah.
And how to spell your last name, sir?
Okay, this one's a little more complicated. So it starts with a Z, but the rest of it is Millechamp. That's ZMILLQXLLLIMY. I know it's strange, but it's my name.
That's your last name.
Yes. My father is Dutch.
And please verify me a zip code.
90210 at Beverly Hills, California.
The 9020.
That's not enough numbers. The zip code is 5 numbers. 90210.
Okay, 210.
Yes.
But I can't find your account, sir, in my system. I don't see anything.
Try adding another L to my name. Maybe you didn't use enough L's. There are a lot of L's in my name.
I think, sir, your name is wrong, sir. Can you spell for me again your first name?
Okay. Karl. K-A-J-R-X-L. Karl. I know it's got a K that's funny, but that's my name.
The K-A-J-R-X-L.
That
J as in zebra or Z as in Z?
J as in jam.
J as in joker or J? Okay. The K-A-J-R-X-L. That's correct?
Perfectly correct.
Okay. And how to spell your last name?
Okay. Z-M-I-L-L-L-Q-M-I-L-L-Y.
is a F. Oh, sorry. I'm spell for you. As a V F I L L L U M I L L Y.
Yes. If you like, I can get my grandson on the phone. He's very tech savvy. He helped me set it up. I think I mentioned that before. Is that okay if I put him on the line?
Sorry?
Hello? Alan? You there? Alan? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Alan? Oh, he hung up on me again. This Apple service is terrible.